Hey, you know what I find weird? And maybe it's just how I am, but it makes other people nervous and it comforts me. I guess that's stability, right? Of some sort. Is most people are always holding back a lot and like thinking, oh, I shouldn't say this or just leave this out or whatever. And that sends out a divided signal, right? That you're hiding something. And I pick that up really easily. And if I don't notice it, later on it comes to me, and then I have suspicion about that person. And usually, somewhere in the conversation, there's some little thing that they say that, like, the spirit holds all of it, and just like their goodbye or something. It says, "Oh, good, I got away with it," or oh, "I hope he doesn't find out," or whatever. And it's like, what? As I'm walking away, I'm like, spirit tells me, what? And when somebody else just kind of starts rambling at the mouth, I don't know why, but I picture Selena Gomez. I don't know why. Like, just, I don't know why I see her as a character. Just like nervous and rambling. I find that totally comforting. And whatever they say, it's all good. It's all good. Because that's how kids are. I can trust kids. Even when I can't trust them, right? Somebody's hiding something. That's tricky. Animals don't hide anything. And like, it's knowing when they go do something and when they get caught. But you could trust them as far as you could trust them. But at the same time, you still got to trust them. Or you just leave them out of your experience. And so that shows an incompatibility, possibly. And one who spends so much time alone, it's easy to say nothing to anybody. Or to have too much information for someone. Especially when, well, exactly why are we here? Like, it's not like we're at a counter at a hardware store and it's known, well, you're probably just going to be like, oh, the weather. Oh, I saw your wife. How much are screwdrivers? You know, uh, with orange juice or obviously not. And so it sets up a frame, and we don't have a frame here. And each person is their own frame, framing themselves too, and a reference without a reference too. And so, in order to build trust and to know trust beyond trust, there has to be some way to hold it without holding it, especially without being like, oh, look, it says I'm the president. Okay. So, unless I need the president, I don't need to talk to you. What do I need the president for? I live in the White House. Whatever he does, I can't change anything in between here and there. So, like, it just totally takes away somebody's personability and their usability of are you good for? The head of the hardware store. Yeah, you could probably ask him about the hardware, but the guys in there probably know more about it than he does because he's the owner. Well, the further you get away from the source of having your hands in there and being the one that put 47 screwdrivers up, and you know exactly the DeWalt or, the Stanley, and you've looked at them, you've had them in your hand. And so, yeah, somebody asks about screwdrivers, you don't have to go over there, but you can be like, all right, so it depends. What are you using it for? Um, is it for your wife? No, I'm not talking about a pink handle one, but there's one that would work better for a woman because it fits in her hands better. And that's a challenging place to be good at everything and good at nothing, but worth something altogether. To just cut into anybody's profession and to have something extra to say that the person, if they searched the whole internet, probably wouldn't have found that information. If they talked to every doctor on the planet, they might never have found that information. But then to be the jackass that has to say something that makes people think. But that's the place where evolution happens. If everything's too contained and everyone's afraid of their doctor or knows that their doctor is going to do a certain thing, or it demystifies and gives some power back to every single individual. And it humbles and raises the bar while dividing the structure of, okay, so you're a doctor. So what are you good at? Walking in and already having preconceived notions and already having a plan for what you're going to do and treating the person possibly like a product because the nurse did all the work and sent you the information and you're the know-it-all. So you just go in and be like, yeah, well, here, I can sign my name. See you later. And that's why doctors are practicing at a practice. No matter how good one gets at one thing, you get further and further away from that. And so how do you get better at being a one that's everything or well-rounded? And so I wanted to throw that in there because, well, it's just what needed to be said.